KS Heating and Air, the team ensuring your comfort.
It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is the afternoon edition. This is for Tuesday, the 9th of October. I'm James Spann. Michael, of course, is the focus. Cool air follows Michael. Weekend looking pretty good, but let's go right in and talk about it, see if we can answer all your questions. We do our best to do that. We'll start with the upper air look. Big high amplitude pattern across the country. Deep trough in the west, strong upper high off the northern Atlantic coast. And obviously in a pattern like that, you're going to see some pretty wild weather across the country, and we've got that today. That's our radar at 207, a few scattered showers. Moving to the west, nothing especially heavy. We'll see those at times tonight. Temperatures are mostly in the 80s. Birmingham 82, Tuscaloosa 87. We're going to get rid of the 80s for a while beginning Thursday, day after tomorrow. Out west, it's cold. I mean, it's cold. 30s and 40s at midday underneath the trough. But 80s for the eastern part of the United States. And talk about a wild weather day, there you go. Winter weather advisories. See a winter storm warning for parts of Nebraska. Freeze warnings with a trough. In the clashing zone, we've got a tornado watch, and several watches from Arkansas and Oklahoma up into Iowa. Flash flood watches in that zone as well. And, of course, down this way, we've got hurricane problems with Michael. In Alabama, 2 counties under the hurricane warning. That's Geneva and Houston. There's a hurricane watch, 1 row up, and then a tropical storm watch as far north as Evergreen, Greenville, Luverne, Troy, Eufaula. And again, no problems expected for the northern 2/3 of the state. Here's the severe weather outlook for the rest of today and tonight. Got an enhanced risk of severe storms over parts of Missouri and Iowa. The main risk running from South Texas into the western Great Lakes. Marginal risk of severe storms along the Florida coast with the approach of Michael late tonight. Tomorrow, risk of a few tornadoes on the right side of Michael, parts of South Georgia, South Carolina, North Florida, and those spiral bands. Marginal risk up into Southeast Alabama, but I think the bigger problem should be over Georgia and North Florida. Then on day 3, which is Thursday, again, the chance of a few tornadoes across parts of the eastern Carolinas as Michael moves on to the northeast. Here's the rain for the next 7 days. The east is fairly wet, but really there's kind of a minimum right here where we are, not that much. This is suggesting rain amounts under 1/2 inch for the northern half of the state over the next 7 days. The big rains, of course, with Michael will be across parts of the Florida Panhandle, South Georgia, the Carolinas. That's the reason we have flash flood watches in effect there. Dothan showing 5.0 inches. So here's the big picture with the tropics, and we have a new system on the board, Nadine. Wasn't that a Chuck Berry song? That thing's out in the eastern Atlantic. We have Leslie and we have Michael. Nadine will be gaining latitude and then most likely fizzling out late this week. Not expected to survive past Friday. Leslie should become post-tropical late this weekend as it moves away from North America. No threat to us for sure. And then, of course, Michael is the big story. Here's the visible satellite loop this afternoon. Pretty impressive presentation. This thing's been fighting off kind of a cool eddy in the Gulf. It's been fighting off some drier air, but it seems like it's over warmer water. And the inner core looks very well organized. Top winds, as of this update, I'm doing this at 2:30 in the afternoon, 110. By the time you watch this, this will probably be a major Category 3 hurricane. We fully expect that. The track, no change, comes in tomorrow on the Florida coast, then hooks off to the northeast pretty quickly. This will not stall. Big upper trough's going to kick it out in a hurry, which is good. This is not going to be a Florence. So we're watching that black line. You know, this the center of the landfall. Hurricane Center has it basically right on top of Panama City, which obviously doesn't look good. They're going to see a lot of wind damage there. There could be some structural damage, storm surge damage. The big storm surge damage will be from Panama City east down toward Cape Mexico Beach, Cape San Blas, Port St. Joe, Indian Pass, Apalachicola, and then over to the Big Bend. For Destin, Fort Walton Beach, Navarre, Pensacola, they'll be on the offshore flow side of this thing, the better side, but they'll certainly see some wind and rain. Speaking of rain, that's the rain plume expected with Michael. And the storm surge, a really big problem. Again, where you see the shades of red, that's greater than 9 feet above ground. Potential storm surge flooding down there in parts of that region of Florida that's near Apalachicola and St. George Island. That's just nasty right there. So that's going to be a major, major problem. Let's go through modeling here. The GFS, the 12Z run, valid tomorrow at 1. The trough is progressive, knocking the ridge out of here. Now, the GFS, this is tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock Central Time. It's got Michael coming in right at the NHC point around Panama City Beach, and at that point it should be a little inland. So the GFS is depicting landfall about 3 o'clock in the afternoon Central Time. This is the NAM. It's got it coming in closer to 1 or 2 o'clock Central Time. And again, this has got it a little to the west of Panama City Beach. And you know, it's a very close call. It's clear this thing's going to come in very close to Panama City, whether it's over the city, a little east, a little west. That'll make a big impact. For Panama City, you want that thing off to the east, so Panama City gets on the offshore flow side, but it's going to be a very close call. And for us, the inland part of Alabama, tomorrow's going to be a cloudy day with a few showers for North Alabama. Nothing too heavy at all. Which is a good thing. In fact, this is a look at the expected rain. This is coming from the National Digital Forecast Database, the National Weather Service. And this is suggesting, maybe a half inch for a few folks up here. I'm not so sure we see that much. But clearly the big numbers down around Dothan. This is showing Dothan at 4.86. And in terms of wind, these are the peak wind gusts expected, under 20 miles per hour for the northern half of the state. You really got to get down there south and east of Montgomery to see winds in excess of 30. It's got a 46-mile-per-hour gust at Dothan. Of course, this is, approximate. But that's the deal tomorrow. So little impact for the northern half of the state, just a few showers, cloudy, highs around 80. Go to Thursday. Michael is on to the east, moving into South Carolina. We turn cooler. The cool fans will like that, the high dropping in the 70s. And I think the day will be dry here. Any showers should end during the pre-dawn hours Thursday. The sky becoming partly to mostly sunny by afternoon, kind of breezy on the backside of Michael. Friday, a beautiful day. Hey, we start the day in the 40s, 46 to 49. Come on now. If you like cool weather, that'll make you happy. The high Friday in the low 70s. What a beautiful day. And the same thing on Saturday. The low Saturday morning around 50. The high GFS showing 73. Could not ask for a better day. Now, Sunday, the next front comes in. That will bring maybe the chance of a few showers, mainly Sunday night or Monday. Let's go to Monday, and there's just hardly any moisture to work with here. So rain, if any, would be light. I think it'll be after the big race at Talladega Sunday. And then Tuesday, troughing to the north, a zonal flow here, a cool, dry air mass. Look at those anomalies. Again, that'll get us down in the 40s again early next week. Let's go out 10 days, Friday of next week, the 19th, trough over the northeast. And again, that's a cool, dry air mass in place here. Check the numbers, and if this verifies, after tomorrow, we're done with the 80s for a while. Now, listen, we always have warm days in late October and November. But at least after tomorrow, things look refreshingly cool, with highs around 70 and lows in the 40s and 50s. That'll make the fall fans happy. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this afternoon. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you can't catch us this evening, on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.
Don't let your AC system get knocked out by the heat this upcoming summer. Call KS Services and let our team come take a look. We repair and install all makes and models. We even offer a free no-hassle quote and second opinion, so give us a call today. With our flexible financing, you can literally pick your payment. We may even be able to help you knock down that utility bill a bit.
KS Heating and Air, the team ensuring your comfort.